In the search engine OSINT section, we have learned how we can use some search operators to find subdomains of a certain website. Now, before we get into all of this, let me explain what a subdomain is. A subdomain is a part of a larger domain name that helps organize and navigate different sections of a website. Think of it like an extension or branch of the main website. Subdomains can be used to separate different areas of a website, such as blogs, stores, or support sections, making it easier for users to find specific content. So here we have an example. The subdomain of cybersudo.org in this case is www, and here we have academy. There are also some people who use, for example, blog dot and then the domain name, or login dot and then the domain name, etc. Now, the reason why it's important to find subdomains because sometimes you'll find some additional information that are not displayed on the main website or the main domain name. Now, there are multiple methods to find a website subdomains. We can use, for example, osin.sh to find a website subdomains, but what I have realized is that some websites do not show you all subdomains of a certain website. So it's always good to use more than one website that will check for a website subdomain. So let me say, for example, cybersudo.org, and then hit enter. And we can see that we did not get any search results, although I have a subdomain called academy.cybersudo.org. So this is why it's always important to use multiple methods to find a website subdomains. Now we have already learned how we can use some search operators to narrow down our search and find a website subdomain, and I would like to go through this quickly just in case you forgot how you can use these search operators. So I'm going to use site and then cybersudo.org and then hit enter. And this should show me all pages that are indexed by Google for this website. So we can see here that there is a subdomain called academy.cybersudo.org, which is completely different than my website. So let me open this and this as well. And you can see that this is my academy. So it's a completely different website that uses a completely different learning management system. And here is my website. Now, to narrow down our search and only find subdomains, what we can do is minus in URL and then remove all the HTTPS cybersudo.org links from search results and then hit enter. And as you can see, now we have only the subdomain academy.cybersudo.org. Now let's use the exact same search operator to search for these security subdomains. So I'm going to hit enter. And as you can see, there's a subdomain called media. There is another method that I've also showed you to find subdomains using Yandex, which is by using the rhost search operator. So first I'm going to start with the top level domain and then the second level domain, which is cybersudo, and then a star at the end and then hit enter. And you can see that we have subdomain called academy. Another method that you can use to find subdomains of any website is by using this website that's called crt.sh that will perform a certificate search. Now in our case, certificates are not important for now, but you can use it to find subdomains of a certain website. So I'm going to say, for example, zsecurity.org and then hit enter. And we can see that we have zsecurity.org. We can see here media.zsecurity.org, and I can keep scrolling down to find any different subdomain. And here we can see offers.zsecurity.org that we did not find before. I can keep scrolling down to find if there is any different subdomains. And here we can see www. So we were able to find 3 subdomains using this website. And in a future lecture, I would like to show you how we can use a Linux tool that will identify all subdomains and will check which subdomains are live and which are not.